So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to today's video. And I have to put this out, folks. I have to put this out as a Man United fan. Master League, by the way, is going to start tomorrow, right? That's the game plan. We're going to get it all going. And we are going to sort out this Manchester United team. And it's why I really want to do a Manchester United Master League. Because watching this team play, and it's not even that, it's the whole club as a whole, as we know, is in a mess right now. It really is. I'm going to be brutally honest with you guys, as a Man United fan, about what I think is going on, right? What needs to be done. I mean, the first thing is, whoever Manchester United get as a manager, I feel for. I really do. Probably one of the hardest jobs right now would be being a Man United manager. So many have tried and so many have failed. We've had Solskjaer, of course, and we've had Mourinho, and then we've had Louis van Gaal. Obviously, we've got Rangnick, and we had David Moyes. No one's managed to fix this problem, and I'm going to show you. Well, I'm going to show you one prime example of a problem at Manchester United in a second. The attitude, the players themselves. This has nothing to do with the manager. This is bigger than the manager. It's bigger than anything else, because at the end of the day, even if you didn't have a manager, you'd still play 11 players on the field. And that doesn't change. The manager's there, obviously, to manage, to sort the team out tactically, training and all that. But the players still go out every single week and play football. And for the longest time now, when you watch Man United, all you ever see is players moaning, complaining. The attitude of each player, not each player, but most players, is pathetic. You know, captains that are going to be captaining this team, shouting out orders, G'ing up the team as a whole. Where has that all gone? You know, we picked up Cristiano Ronaldo at the start of the season, and I was very, very excited to have him back at Old Trafford in a red shirt. And he started the season off well. And then, yes, Ronaldo has been struggling very, very much so over the last few months. I mean, it's not that we haven't created chances, it's putting the ball in the back of the net. But yesterday, against Man City, let's do a quick rundown, first of all, of like the match as a whole, right? As an actual recap. We're gonna talk about it. So you scroll down, you look at the match stats. Absolutely baffling. You know, 24 shots to 5. Shots on target, 10 to 2. Rubbish. 70%. Actually, I think I was close. I'm gonna actually look at this real quick because I want to see what I posted. I think I was quite close here. Or maybe we'll get 25% possession if we're lucky. All right, so we did get 30%. So I was right there. You look at the passes, 740 passes to 326. That's not really a surprise. That you face Man City, you're going to not have that much possession. But it's what you do with the ball. We didn't do a whole lot. Second half, we did nothing. First half was different, but I thought Man City in the first half were a little bit sloppy. They were pushing a lot of players forward. When we scored that goal with Sancho, it was a really good counter-attack by ourselves, but Man City literally only had two defenders. The rest of them had gone walkabouts. But it's the game plan that Man City can play and still get away with that, because they know that even if they concede a goal or 2 goals, they still have the quality to bounce back and score 3, 4, 5, 6 goals. Manchester United's different. We can't defend, folks. We're going to talk about that in just a second, don't you worry. But we look at the table now, and it's a bit of a worrying sign. Arsenal, who did win, are now a point ahead of us, but they have 3 games in hand. And if you look at the matches that we have coming up, folks, it's not good, and it's not going to be easy. Tottenham Hotspur, well, Tottenham are kind of like us. They can go on a good run and then lose 3 or 4 on a bounce. So that's going to be interesting. But then we've got Atletico Madrid, a big match. The Liverpool one has been postponed, though, which probably helps us out, to be fair. And then we've got the likes of Leicester City there, as you can see. We've got Everton coming up. Then we've got Norwich. We've got Arsenal, Brentford, Brightford? It's a new one. Brighton and Chelsea. So it's not an easy run of games, and it's not going to get any easier throughout the course of the season. And the worrying thing right now, folks, is top 4. Top 4 is no longer knocking on the door. It's not. It really is going to be a stretch. We've got 10 games to play, and things need to pick up. Anyway, let's go over to what I wanted to show you guys of like a prime example of the problems with this team. Now, this was the goal. They scored after 5 minutes. 5 minutes had gone. Man City had already scored a goal. Right here is an image, as you can see, of Manchester United defending, and it's laughable. I mean, you've got 3 red shirts around 1 player. Grealish is offside, doesn't touch the ball, it's not relevant. Then you've got Phil Foden right there and Kevin De Bruyne. Now, first of all, this ball shouldn't even get to Kevin De Bruyne in the first place, and you've got this many defenders. But look at Teles right here, okay? And this is the image they were showing. Literally pointing. He's pointing to Kevin De Bruyne, saying he's unmarked. What do we do with him? Well, you've got Sancho right there. Just he can see De Bruyne is on his own. But Teles is right there. Now, I know Teles is a left back, and his main priority would be Mahrez, but there's no way, and you can't actually see him in the shot. Mahrez is down here, right? That ball is not going to be whipped all the way around to Mahrez, and Teles can't even see that he's there, but he can damn well see that the Belgian international, De Bruyne, is standing all alone near the penalty spot, and if that ball gets put into him, bang, you know he's going to put it in the back of the net, a player of his caliber. And this is the attitude that the players have. It's just like, oh, we'll point. Oh, you go over there and you point. Why don't you get off your backside, go towards that player and actually shut him down? A simple thing here is, Teles, as soon as that ball's put through, go towards the ball, and then we managed to clear it. The second goal that we conceded, you guys saw it. Harry Maguire literally let the ball run through his own legs. It was about here. I can't find the image of it, but it was around here, right? When Harry Maguire decided to let the ball run through his legs, and then the ball fell square, and then they tapped it in. All he had to do was clear the ball off the field. Couldn't be bothered. He thought, as a defender, I'm going to let it run through my legs in my own 6-yard box when I have no idea who's behind me. No one's behind, he doesn't know who's behind him. Yet he still let it run through his legs. And it's stuff like this. Harry Maguire has to go in the summertime. I don't care who you are. He's not good enough. He's not good enough for Man United, and he wouldn't be good enough for any other team in the top 10. He's too slow, and it's not just his feet and his ability to actually get to players. He's slow. Mentally, he's too slow as well. Like, he gets the ball, and it takes him a fortnight to decide what he wants to do. You don't get that from the top defenders like Ruben Diaz or Virgil van Dijk at the back, or wherever you got Thiago Silva at Chelsea. They get the ball, they get it down, they pass it, they move the ball quick. Some players just don't have that ability. And I feel like most of Man United players now do not have quick enough mindsets to play at this level. And if they don't, then guess what? Give them the boot. Just give them the boot. So we sell Maguire, first of all. He can't play for Manchester United anymore. Give the captaincy to someone else. Anyone at this point other than Harry Maguire. And it's not that I have anything against Maguire as a person. I'm talking about this in footballing terms, in a player that is playing in the world's best league against the world's best players. You cannot be that slow. I'm sorry, Harry, but you gotta go, son. So that's the first real problem, isn't it? Right there. And then if you kind of go through Twitter, which is always good fun, to be honest, definitely if you put in Manchester United right now, and I know Roy Keane has been barking at a lot of stuff. There he is, right in the face. We'll hear a load of rubbish over the coming days, and we have heard it before. There will be statements saying, sorry about that, we'll try again next week. 150,000 million%. It's exactly what we're going to get. Oh, we tried, but we'll bounce back. No, you won't. No, you won't. And it's quite funny, though, that Roy Keane, he still comes out with the same stuff, and it's like, Roy, it's not going to change. I know he keeps saying it, and I keep saying it, but he has to understand that it's the players themselves, and unless their attitude completely changes over the next few weeks, which it won't, we're going to be going through this same process over and over and over again. What happens to the manager? Like, as I said, I feel very sorry for any manager that comes into this team. You've got a lot of work to do. I mean, Cristiano Ronaldo didn't play yesterday. Whether he was injured or not, there was talks that he was injured, and then there was people saying that Rangnick didn't want to play him, so Ronaldo said he didn't even want to be in the squad. I'm sorry, but if that was the case, and I'm the manager, and you're telling me, because I'm not starting you, you don't even want to be in the squad, then you're not playing for the next few weeks. Cristiano Ronaldo or not. I mean, Ronaldo's not been playing well, and I think, as much as I love the thought of Ronaldo coming back to Manchester United, you know, is it hurting the team? When he's scoring goals, it's fantastic. When he's not scoring goals, you see a lot of Ronaldo flailing his arms and getting upset, and I don't think it's helping the other players. But I'm not going to put it on Ronaldo because he didn't play yesterday, and it's nothing to do with him. I'm just saying that he's not been scoring, and when he's not, and it's not going in his favour, you see a different side of Ronaldo where it's a little bit more childish, and it's like, well, Ronaldo, it is a team game. If it's not happening for you, then make it happen for someone else. You can still get assists. You can still work for the team. You don't have to score goal after goal. And I know Ronaldo is very much like that. He's a goal-scoring machine. He's always been that way. But he's got to realise he's 37 now, and times are changing. But anyway, let's scroll through this just because it's funny. Man City letting Man United equalise, be like, yep, pretty much. And that's what I said. Like, Man City can concede and easily score a goal right back. Man United had the capability to do that, but defensively, without Varane, who's been injured a lot, which is a shame, Lindelof and Maguire together, folks, I think they're averaging literally nearly 2 goals conceded when they play together. That's poor. What else do we have here? The man who sold Harry Maguire for 80 million. If you guys don't know who this is, that's the Tinder swindler on Netflix. The guy that swindled all these women out of 10 million pounds or whatever it was, $10 million. So that is quite funny, to be honest. Arsenal have 3 games in hand. Yep, they do. And that's the crazy thing about it. What else do we have here? Me as a Liverpool fan, knowing nothing can be done about Man United. Yeah, I don't think you guys were holding much hope, especially away from home. It was never going to happen. And we've got Harry Maguire trying to defend Man United. Trying to help Man United defend. And that's the problem. Like, you almost have to laugh at it now. Laugh at it, because if you don't laugh, then you're just going to start crying about it. I'm not joking when I say Man United captain won't start for any other top club in the world. He wouldn't. He wouldn't. I don't understand why we keep playing him. I know Rangnick is a new manager, or interim manager, and it's not helping it because we don't know who is going to technically take over. But he could still put his foot down and say, like, Maguire, you're useless. You're not starting. Bring in Phil Jones. Start him instead. I mean, what happened to Dalot? I thought Dalot was playing quite well over the last few weeks. Did you guys? And suddenly now, he's gone, and Wan-Bissaka's playing, and Wan-Bissaka can't defend. He just can't. What else do we have? At some point, Man United have to pay me for damages. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. As a Liverpool fan, why I did ever think Man United could make Man City drop points? Well, you and me both, except I'm not a Liverpool fan. The only Maguire that can save Man United now. And it just keeps going and going and going. And yeah, it's a long road ahead, folks. We keep saying this, but ultimately now, this is what's going to happen. Somehow, we've got to get top 4 by the end of the season. It's going to be tough now with Arsenal playing the way they are. Arsenal were playing quite well. They really are. I mean, the goals I saw them score yesterday were fantastic. Really nicely worked goals. But we have to somehow get top 4, get to the summertime, and we got to clear out the players that just don't want to play. I mean, even the likes of Lingard, like when he played for West Ham, he would come on or start or whatever, and you see a different side of him. When he came on for Man United yesterday and Rashford, it was like, why are we making subs? They don't do anything. Because it's like they have the mindset and the attitude that, oh, you don't want to start me, then I'm not going to really play for you. That's not an attitude to have. If you don't want to play football coming off the bench or not, then you shouldn't be playing the damn game at all. You're still getting a hefty salary and an insane amount of money each week for not doing a whole lot. Anyway, folks, that's all I've got for today. I just want to kind of go over a couple of things. I mean, that's one thing to look at real quick. Have a look at this percentage stats for you. This is the last 15 minutes of the game. 92% to 8. We just literally turned over for him and said, yeah, that'll do. And there's another one. Here we go. Players not running back when playing for Manchester United. It really is unacceptable. They threw the towel in. It's shameful. Yes. It's an attitude problem. We'll see what happens, folks, but this could be a very, very long project. We've already waited, what, 7 years since Sir Alex Ferguson left, however long it's been. We've barely won a trophy since then. And we won the Europa League, probably the highlight, to be honest. And apart from that, it's just been horrendous. So, yeah, it's not looking good. I really feel like we've just got to get to the summertime now. Somehow get top 4, unless we win the Champions League. Ha ha ha! Otherwise, yeah, we got no chance. We bring in a new manager. You've got to clear out, I would say, at least 6 or 7 players. You have to, because these players are affecting the rest of the squad. And it's a snowball effect. That's why I generally thought that Lingard, when he went to West Ham, you saw a different side of him, because he was playing with a bunch of lads that actually enjoyed playing football, different mindset, different attitude, and you got a different side of Lingard. Now he's back with Man United, and he's obviously not starting, he's not playing, his attitude's changing, the other players are changing, and as I say, it's a snowball effect, it's just across the board. And very few players, I will mention Ilanga and say that he's been brilliant. Credit to him. Every time he plays, he puts in a shift, he works for the shirt, and he wants to try his best. I wish, you know, 10% of the rest of the players would actually try. But they don't. It's embarrassing. Anyway, we will be back with Master League, and I will not mess around with the Man United playthrough. We'll get that going. I will be making a lot of changes, so be sure to let me know below what you guys want me to do with that squad. There will be players being sold. I'm not messing about. I'm not. No joke. We got to get in there, folks. I know you got to keep it realistic, but facts are you don't keep players that don't want to play for your club. No, doesn't work. Anyway, until next time, subscribe for more. Let me know your thoughts, and we'll be back with Man United very, very shortly. Take care.